Hi guys, it's Courtney and welcome back. I thought I'd do a little intro video on something that I'm going to introduce to my channel in the coming weeks, and it is going to be Project Life process videos. Now, don't get me wrong, I am a Project Life fail, and I have tried to do Project Life many times since probably 2012, I think, yeah, was the first time I started, and I've never finished. Like, I've never gotten that far. I always get behind, and then I get a bit disheartened, and then I just give up. So I thought that I would do some on camera to make myself more accountable. Accountability is my 2015 word of the year, so this is going to help me get my stuff done and show you guys how my take on Project Life, because I'm not a scrapbooker at heart. I don't own a lot of embellishments, and I don't own a lot of the really cool stuff that's out there. Don't get me wrong, I would love to buy all the things, but I just don't have the room or the budget, for that fact, for all those things. So my Project Life is very basic, and it focuses a lot on the photographs instead of everything else. But that's just that's just my personal take on it. Everyone else's Project Life is completely different. I can't actually open this. I'm gonna have to pull it back and open it, because if I open it, it's gonna hit the camera lens. So I actually had another folder back when Project Life was first introduced, one of the original ones. I think it was a Clementine one, but as I've moved houses, it's basically gotten wrecked. And that was another one of the problems. My rings were all bent in my folder, and it put me off. So I went away to a girlfriend's wedding in May, and one of my other best friends is like really into Project Life, and she re-inspired me to try again. So we popped down to the craft store, and it happened to be on sale, so I picked myself up an album, and I also picked myself up a kit. So this is the kit that I bought. I'm not sure of the name of it. It's the one with all the watercolor words and things like that. It was very like me, so I picked up that one, and I also picked up the album that matches it. And that was all I bought, basically all I bought, because I had all the inserts already from my last time that I tried. My mum and I did a joint order when Project Life wasn't available in Australia, and we split the shipping and all that sort of stuff. So I had all the inserts and everything, but I never got very far. So this is basically an intro video to show you a little bit of my Project Life fail history, and I'll show you some of the pages that I did way back when. And then I am decided to do my album monthly this year. So I started from May, and I'm just doing May, June, July, but then I'm also doing January, February, March when I get time. So these videos won't be in order of months, like you won't see me do January, February. They'll just be all over when I work on it. So when I work on it, I will try and film a process video, and it won't be complete full spreads. It'll just be bits and pieces as I work back and forward between inserts to try and fit photos in certain places. So I will pull this back. Oh, knocked it anyway. And I'll show you some of the past tries. Past me fail. Let's see. Oh, knocked it again. So I think 2012 is when I started. So I might just take all of these ones out so that I can show you all them without hitting the camera. Pop that over here so it's not in the way, but it kind of is ruining my light. Actually, I've just forgotten that my big light that I normally have on for you guys when I film is not on, so you'll watch the bulb. So these are some of my pages. Let's start with the 2012 ones. So it looks like May is a theme for me. I started in May 2012. This was a front cover that I did. Just a lot of photographs and stuff like that. A lot of black and white images and that sort of thing. My little bus pass. And I think my problem is that I look at other people's project lives and then I'm like, oh, it's just so pretty and filled with fun things, and I think I get discouraged. But I think as time goes by, I'm learning just to love what you've got. Love what you've got. So I think most of these photos were taken with my old iPhone, so they're not high quality pictures. And then there was June, and I used some stamping and a couple of the Project Life cards, but most of it was just about the photographs. And as you can see, this one didn't get anything in. And then pictures of the kids and a little getaway we had. Cute little bakery that we went to when we first moved to Sydney. And I used my paint markers to sort of write on photographs. I still love that thing, and I will do that again. It's bright coloured cheap stickers, stuff like that. And then this was from one of our trips away to Inverell, which is where my parents live. And then I got one photo in the corner there, go me. And then this is probably where it all fell apart. So there's only a couple of photos in there. So that's as far as I got with Attempt 1. So there's Attempt 1, 2012. So then I got all inspired again, as you do when you see people doing things, for 2013. And this was January in 2013 when John proposed to me. So I thought, I'll document that and it'll be fantastic. And high hopes, high hopes. So I just found a printable on Pinterest and printed that out, and artwork and planning. This is when I started using a bound planner in January, taking the Christmas tree down. And then I started making my own 3x4s in Photoshop. So like when John proposed and things like this, I started making them in Photoshop. They took me a really long time. So still focusing a lot on photographs as well. And this is when I was doing a lot of food blogging, and the kids were, making cubbies and all that sort of thing. Another couple of handmade 3x4s. And there was a picture here, but Lily kind of ninjaed it. And I did a lot of cooking and stuff for my blog back then. And this is when hubby got sick with shingles, the poor love. He was so sick. I've never seen him so sick, and it's the first time I've seen him cry from pain. And I just, it breaks my heart just looking at that picture. Elijah getting an award, like a Pinterest thing that I printed out, stamping and stuff like that. And I think that's it for those. That's as far as I got. And then 2014, it was last year, and I just skipped it altogether. I was like, that's a train that I'm not getting on this year. So these are my my works in progress. I don't think I'll ever go back and fill the gaps. I know a lot of hardcore people have gone back and filled the gaps. I'm not one of those people. I'm just not. So, and then it wasn't until May of this year that I decided to try again. Let me just get my current pages out. I'm about 2 weeks into May at the moment. I do have a huge pile of photographs, which I will show you in a minute, that I need to get going. Just a second. Okay. sorry. These things are massive. It's not very easily user friendly. So this is the start of my title page that I made. So I took some black and white shots up against one of our walls in our house that is blank, and just made them all black and white, so they're all uniform. So we had our 4 family members. That's one of our pictures from New York. And then I've still got 2 photo slots that need filling. I'm just not sure what I want to put there yet. So I'm auditioning photos for the front page. And then I will head into May. And that was my daughter trying to enter the studio. And I said to her, don't come out while Mummy's filming. So we have May, which is when I decided to start. And this was the wedding, the getaway that we went on to see one of my best friends get married. And this is where it was all reignited. So I did a lot of photographs. Some of these you've probably already seen on Instagram if you follow me. I collected a bit of a menu from dinner. And a couple of the cards and bits and pieces. So I also use those old school labelers as well, which you saw me use in my last Midori video. So that was that page. And then my girlfriend's new last name is Salter, so that was all about her wedding. And then a picture of them with their little wedding hashtag, my girlfriend that got me back into Project Life. And then we moved on to Mother's Day, because we have Mother's Day around this time. And I have 2 spots here that still need filling, and I'm still trying to work out what to put in there. And then, because my weeks are very much a routine thing, and it seems like I would be doing the same things over and over, taking the same pictures over and over, that's why I decided to do it monthly instead of weekly, because otherwise my weeks are all going to look the same. So I have, when I was making their lunches, so it's got their lunch and then it's got mine, just for some close-up, something different, lots of close-up angles. The school photos for this year, I got my Fitbit Surge in May, and then I printed out like a little calendar for May that I want to fill in, and I've got my little planner, my Hobo planner with the monthly layout, and I have things written in my monthly in my planner that I'm going to transfer to here. And then my mod, and then that's where May has ended. So, well, it hasn't ended, I just haven't finished filling the gaps. So I've got a mass amount of photos that I want to print, or no, that I have printed. So I've got a really big high chunk of photos. Let's see, move that over. I have a lot of stuff, because I'm bulk filming some videos for you guys. So I went out and basically printed a stack of photos, and then I have them arranged in months, so that I know when I go back and do some of them, I've got them all in monthly inserts. Not inserts, in monthly piles, so I know that, you know, my iPad came for my birthday as my birthday present, so I know that that's in April and that sort of thing. And stuff like the tutorials that I do, so I have a lot. And I have all my US pictures that I printed out, and so they're all sort of in piles. I know what month is what, and then I have a couple of ones still sitting here for June. Not June, May. I haven't printed my June photos yet, so what I'm going to be doing is showing you how I put together a spread, and I don't know whether I'm going to talk through it or whether I'm going to speed it up and then do a voiceover. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that. What would you prefer? Would you prefer me talking while working? Would you prefer a speed video with a voiceover? So tell me what you prefer I would do, and I'm happy to do it. Just keep in mind that most of my Project Life ones will be quick, because I focus so much on my actual photos and simple little embellishments like stamps and little labels that there's not a lot of faffing around. I will also try and help you guys with how you take your photos, and I'll probably do a few posts on different angles and stuff like that, like a video on showing you a picture that I've taken in 3 different ways and show you how an angle can change the way you photograph things. So that is where I am. I will probably show you a supplies video, so some of my favorite things that I like using in my project life. That will be a very short video because I use the same things quite a lot, but sometimes it's nice to see. You might discover something new in what I use that you might like to implement into your own project life. So this is my way of keeping accountable, and also to show you a little insight into our lives. So you'll see a lot of photographs. If there's any photographs that I don't think I want you to see, I'll probably put a post-it note and say, you know, this is where a certain photo's going, but most of my photos are pretty universal. So that's about it. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them below, and I hope that you'll enjoy this little series. Doing 2 videos a week is going to be interesting to see what content I come up with. I am going to be doing a Daniel Smith favorite watercolor palette video soon. Once I get the last few things into my palette, I'm also going to do a compare and contrast to the Schmincke watercolors. So I have my some of my Daniel Smiths in here, and then today in the mail I just got this baby. Haven't even unwrapped them, they're still brand new. So I'm going to be doing a separate video for each brand and then a compare and contrast video, but because I've played with these the most and I have an online seller that I love to buy from, I want to feature these in a single video on their own, and I will tell you what my favorite colors are and do swatches for you to make it easier and stuff like that if you've had a couple of questions about that. So that's it for now. This is already almost an 18-minute video, so I better get off, go cook my family some dinner, and I will talk to you guys soon, and there'll be a video up on Friday as well, which I'm not sure what it's going to be yet, so it'll be a surprise for both of us. Okay, bye!